Hey Jordan, this is John, West Coast Connects. Ron reached out, spoke with you on Friday, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep it pretty short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to really build yourself up online and really add to your customer base. And all I ask in return is that you shoot me some feedback, whether that be via email, text, phone call, anything would suffice. I just would love to get your thoughts. So, with that, I'll get started. So my first tip is to get a website up and running, and there's a couple reasons why you want a website up and running. The first reason is that it adds authority to your business, and a lot of companies, well, a lot of companies and a lot of clients typically want some place where they can go to get a lot of information about your business. Okay, and a lot of times a Facebook or a Thumbtack or even a Yelp, um, you know, little section of blurb is just not enough information. And a lot of times having that information all in one place where you can go and it looks professional and it's well done just really adds authority to your business and really ensures that people know that you're legit and you have that digital real estate, that you're listed, um, and it's just really important for potential clients. And the second reason why it's so important to have that online is because when people search for specific things, you want a place where they could go to get to you. Okay. A lot of times when people search, say somebody searches electrician Katy, Texas, well, your Facebook page is not going to get they're not going to get redirected to your Facebook page from it. It's not going to get ranked. Your Facebook page and your Thumbtack and stuff is only going to as strong as they allow it. And having your website built up and strong and ranking for specific keywords like electrician Katy, Texas, for instance, you have a place where people could click and go and get that information they need and potentially reach out and add to your customer base. So having that digital real estate, having that niche, that lead funnel there is really important to have a place to go for clients to go to get to your services. So really important to have a website. On top of that, one of the things I didn't see that you guys had, and maybe I missed it, but is a Google My Business. So really important to have a Google My Business up so that again you can pull traffic. Like if somebody was searching for electrician Katy, Texas, for instance, the first thing that comes up is ads. Usually there are ads here. And then the second thing is this map pack, these 3 Google My Businesses. And it's really important to be in these top 3 so that you could pull traffic from these organic listings. And really the best bet is if you could be here on the number 1 spot and the number 1 spot here, you're going to pull as much you're going to pull a high percentage of this traffic. As you can see here, Mr. Sparky is 2 here and 1 here. So chances are they're getting a majority of the traffic for this particular keyword. And really, you want to build yourself up um, to where you're getting that traffic through your website. So, having a Google My Business really helps in pulling traffic away from your competitors. I did go ahead and look at the great thing about Houston. So uh, Houston, the surrounding areas, there's a ton of traffic for electricians. I mean, just an astronomical amount. This is just probably half of the volume here. What I did is I took out some of the stuff that's, pretty saturated and hard to rank for. And still with all that stuff gone, you're still looking at 3,500 searches a month. And just to give you kind of an idea of how much the volume that is, if you're able to just get 1% of that traffic, just 1%, you get 35 customers a month. And if you were to get 5%, you'd be looking at, you know, like what is 5% of the 35 times 5 is whatever that is, 1,500, 150 customers a month. So, that there's a ton that can be done there, and there's a ton of volume. And I mean, 150 potential new customers a month, I'm sure would do, an astronomical amount for your company. I mean, you could hire new people, you can get new vehicles. I mean, you can kind of dictate what jobs you do. You can go after those higher paying jobs, or you could have, a crew that just does the little stuff, and then a crew that does the commercial stuff. And I mean, there's so many potentials, things that you could do, and ways you can mold and build your company if you getting enough business. So really important to, go after some of this traffic. And Spring, Sugarland, Katy, Houston, Pearland, Beaumont, Cypress. I mean, it's all surrounding areas, Victoria, and it's just ripe for the picking. I mean, honestly. So, looking at your competitors, so I did put in Electrician Katy, Texas, just to show you kind of what your competitors look like. So, nice looking site here, with West Houston Electric. Um, they've got a decent amount of content, which is always important. Lots of pictures. It looks good. And looking at the strength of their site, which would be my third tip for you, is to strengthen their site. This is what we're looking at, and I'm going to read this data for you. This is the strength of your site, and it's on a 0 to 100 scale. And typically, what you want is as high a number as possible, and you like to see a 1-to-1 ratio. So if this is a 26, you'd like this to be a 26. And 26 is pretty standard. Usually with electricians, you want to be in the 20-30 range. They have 75 websites that are sending 215 links back to their site, and they're ranking in the top 100 in 681 keywords. So they're doing really well. And that's kind of what you want to do, and kind of how you want to build your site to start ranking for all this stuff. So there's a lot that can be done here, and you could really grow your business astronomically by doing some of this stuff online. So, with that, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to help you guys out. Either way, we'd love your feedback. You could feel free to take this and do it on your own, but having somebody that knows what they're doing will definitely make it easier and a lot more profitable. So, with that, have a great day and God bless. Bye.